Returning to one of our top stories now, and regional Victoria is being threatened by major flooding as emergency evacuation warnings ring out across the state's northeast. Residents in Seymour, Rochester, Wedderburn, Carisbrook and Benalla need to evacuate immediately. Around 3,000 Rochester residents were rushed out of their homes yesterday afternoon as floodwaters are expected to reach the highest level since 2011 this morning. Joining us live now is the Mayor of the Shire of Campaspe, Chrissy Weller. Chrissy Weller, how are you? What's the latest from where you are in Rochester?
Yeah, so I'm actually based up in Echuca. So, as you just said, Rochester was evacuated last night. So we had busloads of people coming up to Echuca into our support centre up there. So, yeah, the water is creeping up into the town. So we know it's coming up, and obviously as it comes into Echuca as well, we're already measuring that at the wharf. It's up to 115.5 at the wharf, so which is above the major flood level. So yeah, everybody just needs to keep getting as prepared as possible.
Is this the worst you've ever seen?
Yeah, I was around for the 2011 flood at Rochester, so at this stage too, it's looking to be bigger than that.
How are people holding up in the evacuation centre?
Last night, obviously, we had some busloads come in from Rochester because they did the evacuation call, and we were able to already ring around all the motels in town, so they were able to place a lot of people into motels. So I don't think we actually had many stay at the centre, but they were prepared for 100 people to stay there.
How much damage do you expect there to be?
Yeah, hard to say, but it could be around 600 homes, so it's pretty scary. And it's going to be a wait and see of just how high it gets.
It must be.
They've sandbagged all the CBD as well, so everybody did a fantastic job there yesterday. But it really is a wait and see about watching the water come through and getting measured on the water points that SES will keep us all informed of.
It must be such a scary time. What are people in the community saying to you?
Oh, they're pretty stressed. And saying that too, we were very lucky that there was major flood management and evacuation and emergency plans put in place since 2011. So the local community have actually been very well prepared and organised, and which has been a fantastic effort to see. So, we were calling meetings over 2 days ago. So a lot of people have had the opportunity to try and get prepared, which is great. But still, it's going to be tough.
It absolutely will be. What support are people being given at the relief centre, and what more support do you need?
At this stage, we've got obviously Salvation Army, Red Cross, we've got the police in there, and some of our own council staff are obviously in there as well. We've got food and water and showers all there. So anybody who does need to stay there or just needs to go there first and then find a place from there, you're most welcome. People have got their pets in there. We've got all the cages from our own animal shelter there. But certainly if you've got cages for your animals, if you can contain them, that would be great. But we're just very focused about people's safety at this moment. We certainly don't want people on the roads if they don't need to be. As you've already seen, lots of roads have been shut now. The main bridge in the middle of Rochester, the east and west, has been closed. So, areas are starting to be cut off. So we need to know that people are staying safe. Don't go through the floodwaters. Our SES crews are stretched as they are, let alone having to go and rescue people.
Yeah. An important message. Chrissy Weller, thanks so much for your time this morning.
Thank you.